guys, thanks for coming. I'm hoping that we're not going to be having too many lagging issues. I think I've got it fixed. If you see anything, like if my sound's off or if my frame rate sucks, let me know. This is kind of a test run a bit, because it's been about a year since I've streamed. So I think I got it all set up, and that's also kind of the reason why I wanted to start off with this game, is that it's kind of an easy game to set up. It's a good way for me to test my performance without having to monitor too many things. I want to do a Fallout stream maybe in the next couple of days. But since that has a lot more stuff to set up, I figured I'd start with this game. So, okay, everything looks good, Leroy says. And I want to say hi to Leroy and Slight. Leroy, we've been friends for a while, so that's awesome. And Slight, you're a new friend, so it's good to have you here. I kind of want to go through and I am dual streaming on Twitch. So if anyone's watching on Twitch, most of my community I know through YouTube, but I figure why not stream on Twitch as well. So what I'm going to be doing here is kind of, yeah, I know. Here, let me, how about that? Am I centered now? I'm center. Okay, center. I kind of like Dutch angles. So, but yeah, let me get that a little better. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to be going through what this game is, basically, and kind of teaching you a little bit about the game itself. One thing that's cool right now is that this game is coming up with an update on Thursday, which releases brand new cards to the game, some different mechanics and stuff. So it's kind of cool to learn about it now, because it's kind of like that. So, Slight, is this like where you build a deck and then you get energy to summon and fight another player? Kind of, yes. So, I'll just bring up the game and we'll kind of show you what it is. So, this is your main menu. The game is called Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. It's made by Blizzard, the company that does World of Warcraft and Diablo and StarCraft. And it's basically, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Magic the Gathering, but it's similar to that game in that you have deck classes and you have mana, and your cards have quantity, like mana quantities, and as long as you have that much mana, you can play the cards. But I will just kind of go and show you. We're going to go to My Collection. And this is where it houses all of your cards. So you can see here all the different cards. And we'll just take a look at this card, for example. So we have this card called Battle Fiend. And this card is a, we can see here, it's a demon creature. So it can do other, hello, Barbarian. Nice to see you. So basically, you can see up here in the upper left-hand corner, it has a big old 1 with the blue crystal around it. So that means that that's how many mana crystals it will take to play this card. It's a creature, because we can see down here it has a 1 and a 2. So this means it has 1 attack, 2 defense, or 2 health. And basically the goal of the game, each player starts off with 30 hit points. The goal is to get the opposing player down to 0 hit points, and then you win. You have different classes. As you see here, on this side, there's the different decks I've built. So this is Tempo DH. That stands for Demon Hunter. So these are all the cards that make up the deck. What you want to try to do is, it's called a curve, a mana curve. So you want to try to not have just a bunch of low cost. You want to try to run the whole curve of the mana. So we have everything from 1 mana down to 6 mana. So you kind of can play throughout the game. There are 9 or 10 classes, I believe. Demon Hunter is the newest class. Before, I believe so there's 10 classes in the game now. Before, there was only 9. So we have all these different classes. We've got Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. And each class has a different specialization. Like, Demon Hunter is a very in-your-face, attack-heavy strategy. You just kind of overwhelm them with your attack. Druid has very many different ways of playing, but Druid's a tricky class. It's kind of like the master or jack of all trades, master of none. Kind of can do it all. Slight Chance says these games take some strategy because you have to know if to save up mana and use it and when to use what cards. Exactly. So the thing, and once we get into actually playing a game, it might be simpler to understand because I'll kind of be talking through what's going on. But each turn, your mana is reset. So at the start of the game, you start off with like 1 mana, and then the next turn it's 2 mana. The next turn it's 3 mana. Next turn 4. So you're slowly building up mana, and it gets regenerated each turn. So it's basically like for the first turn you have 1 mana to work with. Second turn 2 mana. But it's so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play a game and kind of talk you guys through it. And I think that might be a little bit simpler because it's just easier to talk through. At least for me, I'm kind of like a doer rather than a shower. So let's do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into play. And play, you can see up here, there's, and the game has many different modes. I'll just go back for a second. You see how you have play, solo adventure, tavern brawl, and then modes. What I usually like to play on this game is called the ladder, or the ranked ladder. If you see in my stream, it's called ranked ladder. So that's basically like where it's what the pros play. It's just the base game. It's the default way to play the game. So that's what I like to play. But there's also solo adventures, which are more like PvE, where you're not actually playing against other real-life people. Tavern Brawl are kind of like these wacky ones, where they kind of have different rules. And then modes, you have Battlegrounds and the Arena. And I've never played Battlegrounds, but I know it's very popular. I just have never tried it. And then the Arena is where you craft a deck on the fly. And then see how far you can go with it. The mode that I play is ranked. I play standard ranked. So it says play standard ranked. That's the mode that I like to play, is standard ranked mode. Most of the time when you find podcasts or content, or like, this is mostly the mode that people are talking about, is the standard ranked mode. This is what I like to play. I think that it's just the most base level of the game, so I enjoy it. As you can see, I'm pretty low right now. I'm silver ranked 10. The new season just started a couple days ago. Each season starts at the beginning of a month. So you have a whole month to rank up as far as you can. It goes as high as, I believe, Platinum, and then Legend. So Legend is like the best of the best. I've never made Legend before. But maybe one day, fingers crossed. So we're going to go in and we're going to play the deck that I've been having a lot of success with. It's a really easy deck. I think it'll be a good beginner deck to explain kind of what I'm doing. Let me bring this up so I can see what you guys are saying better. Oh gosh. Well, I'll figure it out. Oh gosh, the chat went away. Please bear with me. Also, by the way, guys, I am returning to this, so I may be a little bit off my game, but I will get better as time goes on. So, right now we're going to pop up our Murloc Paladin. If anyone's familiar with World of Warcraft, Murlocs are these little, like, fish goblins. I don't know how else to explain it. They're like these weird little fishmen. And the goal of this deck is just to overwhelm someone, like with as many fish goblins as possible. So we're going to go ahead and enter into play and get down with it. Silver rank 10 is like what, number 40? Yes. Yeah, that would be the 40th spot. Yes, you're correct. Not in the world, but I mean like as tiers go, it's about 40. So the goal is to get up to number 1 and then succeed past number 1. So we shall see what we can do. You'll also notice that I have this plugin on the side, and that's going to show what's available in my deck. This does not come with the base game. This is a plugin or a mod that I use. So, at the start of each game, you're going to be given, depending on if you're going first or second, you will get 3 or 4 cards to choose from. You can mulligan any of these cards. We've got Mermy, Hench Clan Hogsteed, and Tox Finn. I'm going to keep Mermy. Mermy's a great first out of the gate card to play. I'm going to mulligan these 2 because I want to get a little bit more synergy for this card. These are, these don't synergize too well with Mermy. So we're going to mulligan these 2 and see what we get. Hello, Strong Gnome. This is a great opening hand, guys. Okay, so what we got, you'll see, oh, that's even better. So you see how our numbers on the side, 1, 3, 2, 4. So that means we have a great mana curve. You see down here, these are our mana crystals. We have 1 out of 1. So we can play a 1-cost mana crystal card. We're going to lay Mermy.
Job done.
And then we're going to end our turn. So Mermy is a card, it has the, you can see the subtext down here, it says Reborn is the subtext. So that means if this cat hits our Mermy, it's going to come back to life. It dies and comes back. So it's a good first out of the gate card to have. We're playing against a rogue. Rogues are one of my least favorite classes to play against. They're very tricky. They have a lot of board control. So that means they can control a lot of what's happening on the game. So now we have 3 options. We can use our hero power, which is unique to this game, and we got to move a little bit fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card. It's a spell. It's called Hand of Adel. It gives our minion +2/+2 and draws a card. Perfect. And then we're going to clear his board and we're going to end our turn. So basically what I did was I buffed Mermy and I drew a card. I drew this card, Horde Pillager, which is a great card because next turn we're going to be playing this weapon. And what this card does is Battle Cry, which means when it lands on the board, it's going to equip one of our destroyed weapons. So we've got great card synergy going out right now.
Don't let the door hit you.
That sucks. So what he just did was, so he laid a secret, which is it's kind of what it sounds like. It'll this is hidden until a secret action occurs. Watch out. So if I do something, something's going to happen, but I don't know what. This card reads Battle Cry. If you control a secret, return a minion to its owner's hand. It costs 1 more.
Options.
So he just returned our Mermy to my hand and got rid of all of its buffs. So that sucks. But that's okay. We're going to lay our weapon like we were going to in the first place. So this is called the Underlight Angling Rod. After your hero attacks, add a random Murloc to your hand. So another thing that you want to be doing with this deck that I'm playing, the Murloc deck, is constantly making sure you have Murlocs in your hand. Because you can, if you don't have stuff to play, you're gonna run out of steam. So we're gonna keep clearing his board. And clearing the board just means he doesn't have anything on his side. We're going to end our turn. The Murloc that we got from that hit was Scargill, which is awesome. He has the ability, your Murloc cost 1. So only 1 mana crystal. So, as you see down here, we've been ramping up our mana crystals. We're up to 4 mana crystals now. So, we are going to... So, now we're starting to get into what we... Strong Gnome, no problem. I'm playing Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft, which is a card game from Blizzard. And I'm trying to kind of explain what I'm doing while I'm playing. If I miss your chats, I'm sorry. I got 2 screens up right now. So this is where how you play when you play is going to come into play. So we're going to hit first, so we can get the Murloc. Okay, that's awesome. That's an amazing card. Since we have 4, we're going to play the Horde Pillager. That's going to re-equip our weapon. So the secret got triggered. So that secret that he laid, it triggered when I played the Horde Pillager. So now he's got this little dude, the Broken Ambusher. This guy has poisonous, which means he can basically kill anything. Poisonous means even if he doesn't have the hit points to kill the thing, since he's poisonous, it will poison your character and kill it. So he is buffing up the poisonous, which is a really smart move. And he is kind of whooping my butt right now, but we can still do something. Let's see what we can do. So I want to try to get rid of this guy. This guy is going to be a pain in my ass, so I'm going to try to figure out a way that I can get rid of him. I have the ability to do 3 damage to him, which isn't enough. You see that he has this character has 5 defense or hit points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Fish Flinger. This will give me a chance for a random Murloc. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna hit this guy first to see what that gives me. Another one of these guys. Okay. And then I'm gonna Fish Flinger. This is gonna add another Murloc to my hand. I didn't get the Murloc I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Murloc that can hit him right away, and I don't have that. So I am just going to lay, we're going to lay one of these guys. We don't have enough mana to do anything else, so we're going to end our turn and hope for the best. This is not going too well for us, as you see. He's got 27, I've got 21. So he is much more ahead of me. The goal of the game, again, is to get the opposition down to 0. So he's, what we call that is going face. He's hitting my face. So, okay, this is a good card that we just pulled. We pulled the Hench Clan Hogsteed. You can see here he has the ability that says Rush, Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Murloc. So Rush means as soon as I play him, he can attack. So I can get rid of the poisonous guy. So we are going to, yes, we're going to play him. We're going to hit him. That'll give us a Murloc. And then we have enough to get rid of this guy as well. Do we want to do it that way? Yes, we do want to do it that way. So we'll hit. Okay. And then this guy is a really good guy. He says whenever you summon a Murloc game, 1 attack. So this is very useful. You can buff him up very quickly. We're going to lay him. We're going to clear this guy off the board. We're going to lay another one. Actually, I think we're going to buff up this guy. And we're going to end our turn. Come on, Art, kick his butt. We're still in there. We're still in there. It just kind of depends on how it goes for the rest of the game. He's obviously playing a lot larger cards than I am. So he's going to have less momentum than me. So if I can build up momentum, we still have a chance.
Clear the deck!
That's okay. This card is a legendary, so actually him killing it is not bad because it reads Death Rattle. Shuffle McGurgle Prime into your deck. If we draw McGurgle Prime, it's very good for us. It's a very powerful card, so that's okay if he dies. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay a bunch of Murlocs to buff him up enough to kill this guy. So we are going to lay another one of these. We're gonna get as much as this legendary out as possible. And then we will, yeah, I think we're gonna Cold Light Seer. Cold Light Seer reads Battle Cry, give your other Murlocs +2 health, which means that our Murlocs will stick on the board for longer. And we want that. That's gonna buff their hit points up. So, and that will be right on our mana curve. You see it costs 3. We have 3 mana left. We're going to lay that. That's going to buff him up to a 6/6. He's going to be able to survive this. We will go ahead and end our turn, and we're looking a lot prettier now. Look how much larger our board is compared to his. We'll see what he does, though, with this turn. Taunt Reborn is not very pretty, but he doesn't have any mana. So, okay. Now I'm doing some math, because what I have here is Scargill in my hand, and like I said, Scargill, yeah, it is free and it's cross-platform. So if you, it's only a PC and mobile game. So if you play it on PC or if you have it on your phone, you can play it. It is free, although to get a big collection, you will have to invest some money. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lay Scargill. Let's see, we have 5 on the board. So let's lay Murloc Warleader and Mermy. And then we'll hit. Oh, come on, hurry. Hit, and face him for 11, and now we can do this, and we can end turn. Now look, we swung the tides, so he's down to 12, we're up to 13. Look how huge our board is. Unless he can clear our board, I think we've got this one. A knock on wood, but that's kind of how this works, is you're trying to overwhelm the board with so much that he can't really do anything about it unless he has an option to remove or clear your board. And I think that he is pretty done. Let's see, we have 7, 13, 17. We have more than enough damage on the board right now to kill him next turn. So what he's trying to do is called escaping lethal. He's trying to escape lethal. So escape death. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Oh, he gave the taunt. I still don't think that's enough. Yeah, he says well played, which basically means he knows he's done. We will go ahead and clear this guy off with Mermy. And then hit his face. And that's a win for us. So, and I'll keep explaining as I'm going on. It is a very complex game. So as you see there, we got our stars. We ranked up. We're level 9 now, silver 9. So we did it. We bested him, and that was actually a pretty close game. But because I knew when to play my cards, I was and kept his board clear. That's another thing that you have to kind of think about, is whether or not you want to hit his face, so reduce his hit points, like his 30 down, or clear his board, the little minions that he has on his board. And I always like to clear board, because it gives them less to work with. So keep the board clear, just have confidence that you're going to be able to build up your board more, and then eventually you're going to be able to overwhelm him enough to kick butt. So we'll play another round of this. Oh, and Brambleberry's in Twitch chat. Hey, Bramble. And yes, Leroy, it's always free. Yay, we did it. So yeah, always free. It's just, it is very, I will tell you right now that to get a good collection going, it does cost money, because you have to invest money to buy these cards. So yes, it's free, but it's like all free-to-play games, right? Kind of how you word it. So we're going to go second this time. You can always tell who goes second if you have... Whoever goes first starts off with 3 cards. Whoever goes second starts off with 4 cards. And the coin. The coin is like free mana. I think, so we're playing against a priest. Okay, so priests are a pain in the butt. I think the last time I lost with this deck was with the priest. So knock on wood, we can still get it. I think I'm going to keep imprisoned Sungil, but mulligan the rest. Just, I like to always make sure I have a 1-cost card in my hand at the beginning of the game. So we will keep imprisoned, see what else we get. Okay. I can work with this.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna lay imprisoned. So this guy reads dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, summon 2 1/1 Murlocs. So it's basically useless for 2 turns. It can't hit, it can't be hit. But after those 2 turns, it pops its egg and it summons Murlocs for me. So we're gonna lay this. We're also going to use our coin to get a free mana, and we're gonna lay Mermy. Mermy, the little mummy Murloc that we played last game. Yeah, slight chance, you're right, the developers have to make money somewhere. So this is a Galakron priest, it looks like. Galakron is kind of a new member to the Hearthstone card club. He's like this big demon that does awful things, and you kind of buff him throughout your game, and then you draw him, and he's very, very much a pain in the ass. So we don't have... What we could do is we could play the Talk Spin, which reads, Battlecry, give a friendly Murloc poisonous, and clear this guy. But I don't feel like that's worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beef up my board by playing the Murloc Tide Fin, which adds another Murloc, and I'm going to hit his face. And then we're going to end. Leroy says you don't have problem with microtransactions if they don't get carried away with it. Yeah, I think that, and actually they've recently done a thing in Hearthstone which makes the microtransactions seem less predatory, in my opinion. They have a system set up now where you won't get duplicates of cards until you have all of the cards. So, like, it's just nicer, because before you would constantly be getting duplicates, and you can disenchant those duplicates and get, like, what's called dust to make other cards. But now they have it set up where you won't ever get a duplicate, which is awesome until you have the whole cards in your collection. So I think that's a lot less predatory, and the community itself, I think, has really enjoyed it. So we are going to play the Fish Flinger. That's going to add a Murloc to mine and his hands. Okay, and then I think what we're going to do, because if we lay, so we got the Murloc Tidecaller, which is awesome. He's an awesome card. But I know that if I lay it, he's just going to whack it away with this weapon. So I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save the Toxin as well. We're just going to clear his board, and we're going to end our turn. So he just mind-controlled my Fish Flinger to continue to clear my board. Fair enough. So I think now we're going to try, let's see. He knows so that was smart. He didn't use his Underlight Angling Rod because he knows I'm saving something. He wants to be able to clear it. So we're going to have to try to bait him. We got to jabait him. So let's what are we going to do here? Let's lay the Hench Clan Hogsteed. Let's whack him. Get our Murloc. I think we're going to try to bait him into getting rid of the Poisonous, because a Poisonous is really great to have on the board. We're going to clear his board. We're going to hit him in the face, and we're going to see if he takes our bait. Because I want to lay one of these two cards, but they're weak. They'll get killed by this thing. He's going to take the bait. We did it, guys. We jabaited him. We did lose the Poisonous, but that's okay. I feel like it's an alright sacrifice. Okay, so now we are going to... What are we going to do? We're going to lay the Murloc Tidecaller. We're going to lay the Imprisoned Scargill. That's going to buff him up. We're going to play the Murloc Warcaller. And then we're going to... shoot. I think we're actually just going to hit his face and give him the chance to respond. He's going to clear out this guy. But we'll see what he does. It'll be interesting. This is kind of more of a, I'm kind of being wishy-washy with this one. But we're getting him down, which is good because the priest's big thing is the ability to heal themselves. So when I play against priests, I try to hit them as much as possible before they get ramped up in mana to the point where I can't really do anything about it.
Let me change your mind.
This is not that great. I think that we're not getting the card ramp that we need. This one is not going as well for us. But we're going to try to clear his board anyway. So we're going to give him Poisonous. We're going to lay the Scale Ward, which is going to give our Murlocs Divine Shield. That'll give me the ability to... Let's go ahead and get rid of this lady. She had the most hit points. And then we'll end. So you see how many cards that he has compared to how we have no cards? That is a very not good thing. And he just Shadow Ward Death, which killed our dragon. Okay. We've got to get some good mojo going. This isn't going as well. Okay, Fish Flinger, this is good. So we can get another Murloc on the board and in our hand. We got Toxfin, which is great. Which is, who do I want to give it to? Let's see, what is this card? After you cast a spell on a minion, add a free spell to your hand. Okay, so we want to get rid of this guy. So we're going to give this Murloc Poisonous. That's going to give this the ability to kill that. We'll use our hero power to just get more on the board. And then we'll end our turn. Oh no! Give a minion +2/+3 and lifesteal. I know life. So lifesteal and it's 6. So that means whenever this hits, he's gonna get 6 points returned to him. So that's very not good. All of our progress just kind of went away. He's healing it back up. We have to get stuff on the board, so let's go ahead and play this, even though it's kind of a waste. And we're just gonna try to... Oh shoot, no, we should have hit this guy. Crap. Yeah, that was a misplay. Oops, I should have been hitting this to get him off the board, but I didn't. So this one's a harder one. I think that he might have this one just because he's got the cards in his hand, and I don't. There's not a lot I can do, but we'll play it out just to see where I'm making mistakes. So, yeah. So we're just gonna try to keep putting things on our board. It's not going to be enough. We're not going to be able to clear this guy. He's got 5 hit points. I only have 3. I only have 1, 2, 3 damage to give. We're just going to try to keep clearing his board and see if we can get a miracle. Something like what we need right now is the Underlight Angling Rod, which he keeps getting. Yeah, this isn't good. This is no good. Oh, man. The death is going to come swiftly now, friends. Okay. Oh, now we get the underlying. Alright. Well, we'll see what... So we'll just play it out. I don't like to concede just because I like to see where I've failed. So we'll lay this guy... So he has lethal next turn. If he just hits my face, he wins. Also, you never know when someone might DC and then you just get a win by default. So, you never know. His internet might go out. Oof. Big oof. Alright. So we lost 1 star. We got defeated. Like I said, Priest is like, it's an underplayed class. Not a lot of people play Priest. But when they do it, it seems like they always just beat me. I don't know what it is. Like, there's something about Priests that just always beats my booty. It's irritating. Alright, so, I missed a phone call, so give me just a second. I'm going to return that phone call. I'm going to leave you with some music and an intermission. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. guys. Thanks for waiting. That music on pause. Alright, it was my husband. He was just making sure that we had beer in the house. And it's his Friday, so he's like, oh, and he hurt his back, and he's like, I need a beer, and I'm like, we got beer, honey. So, yeah, just the old husband, making sure we had, drinkies in the refrigerator. And, speaking of, it's also my day off, so I'm having a piss beer myself. I can't handle anything darker, honestly. I drink Coors Light. I know a lot of people say that it's piss, but I guess I like it. That sounds bad, but anyway, so we're going to continue on, I think, just for this stream, just so that you guys can kind of learn the game more. I'm going to stick with this one deck, just so we get familiar with it. And I've been enjoying playing the deck. It's fast-paced. So we will go ahead and go again. Hopefully we don't get any more priests. Yeah. Let's see. So Leroy asks, can you grind cards through winning? Yes, you can. So what they do here, you see down here, I have gold. I have 1,050 gold. You can buy packs with gold, and you get 10 gold for 3 wins, and then they give you daily quests that reward you gold. So you can definitely get at least 1 pack a day if you're playing. And they often have sales and stuff like that, or events and stuff that'll give you cards. So you definitely can. And then there's also things called budget decks. So even if you don't have like the top tier cards, you can still get some pretty good decks. There's definitely resources. There's definitely resources out there for you to look up, like just Google, budget Hearthstone decks. And you'll find a lot of decks that you can make for cheap that will still perform very well on ladder. Drinking in card games dangerous, I know. At least it's not poker. So I think what we're going to do, we're playing second again. We're definitely keeping Mermy and Fish Flinger. I'm tempted to keep Cold Light Seer as well. But I think we're going to mulligan Scale Lord. And we got another Fish Flinger. Okay, this isn't terrible. It's not terrible. So we'll see. So we're playing against another priest. Ah! Okay, so this is a different type of priest, though. This is the quest priest. Before we were playing against a Galakron priest, which is very control-y. You kind of notice how they kept complete control of my board and were able to get a lot of cards. Quest priest is a slower priest. So hopefully we can kill him before he completes his quest. So we're going to lay our Mermy. Mermy's like our mascot for this stream. He's been in every single game so far. You don't lose rank when you lost. Yes, I did not lose rank when I lost. So that is very good indeed, Leroy. So we're going to go ahead and Fish Fling. We got the Murloc Tide Collar, so I actually think we're going to use our coin to lay the Murloc Tide Collar to set us up for next turn, because then we're going to Cold Light Seer. Ah, he got rid of it. Alright, that's fine. Burn it away. Burn it away. It's fine. Alright, we got Horde Pillager. That's great. So I actually think we're going to Fish Fling again instead of Cold Light Seer, because I want to have more value out of this battle cry, which reads, give your other Murlocs +2 health. We only have 2 Murlocs on the board, so I feel like the value wouldn't be good enough. So we're going to Fish Fling again. We got another Cold Light Seer. So next turn we most likely will either be Cold Light Seering or True Silver Champion, which is a weapon, which will set us up for Horde Pillager. He's got the... Okay, so he's playing very smart. He's clearing my board, which is what he wants to do when he's playing against me. So, we've got 4 mana. The best mana curve option that we can do is playing our True Silver Champion. And we're just going to keep trying to get his health down. Yes, redemption. We can get this priest this time. I feel it in my bones. Copy 2 cards in your opponent's deck, add them to your hand. So he's just going to keep trying to heal. And you see this thing, it says, restore 15 health, reward Obelisk Eye. So if he restores 15 health, he gets his hero power transforms and it becomes restore 3 health. If you if you target a minion, it also gets +3/+3. This is very bad. Very bad stuff. So, let's see. How are we going to play this? I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit him for 4. We're going to lay our other weapon, the Underlight Angling Rod. We're going to buff our mermaid, and we're going to hit him again. So this is kind of a race against the clock what we're doing right now. Because if he gets this quest, we're it's going to be a huge uphill battle. So he got the Underlight, and they keep stealing my Angling Rod. So he's at 8 out of 15. So now what we're going to do, we've got... Let's go ahead and hit him with the Angling Rod, which will give us a Murloc in our hand. We got another Cold Light Seer. So, what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to lay the Murloc Tidehunter. And then we're going to lay a Cold Light Seer. These are going to... This is where we get value out of it. It buffed more Murlocs. We're going to hit him in the face again because I just want to try to get him down. Down, down, down as much as possible. Because we have Murloc War Leader in our hand, which is going to buff the attack of our Murloc. He got a taunt. It's not good. So he's playing smart. He's clearing our board as much as possible. He didn't get a heal off that turn, so it stalled the quest for a little bit. So how are we going to play this? Let's go ahead and hit this and see what Murloc we get out of it. Awesome, we got the Felfin Navigator, and we have 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay the Murloc War Leader. That's going to buff the attack of our Murlocs. And then we're going to lay the Felfin, which is going to buff our Murlocs even more. We're going to hit this. It's going to destroy 1. Please don't let it... Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to hit again. Now he has to respond. We can get lethal next turn if he doesn't lay a taunt minion or heal, which he most likely will. But we're looking a lot prettier.
The end begins.
Summon a random friendly minion that died. Ha ha ha! That's not good. Ooh, he might have just screwed himself with that play. Oh, deal 2 damage to all minions. That's good. He healed again. Let's see. So we need to do... So, this is a close one. He's back up to 13. So we are going to buff this guy and draw a card. We're going to play Horde Pillager, which is going to give us one of our weapons back. Awesome, it's the one that I wanted. We're going to lay this guy. Ah, we're 1 health away! Okay, alright. That was so close, guys! He's at 1 health now. That's not good. So he's got his quest completed now. So he's going to be able to buff this guy up, I think. Yeah. And buff him up again. So, let's see what we can do here. We've got 9 to work with. So we're going to lay the Murloc Tide Caller. We're going to lay the Cold Light Seer. We're going to lay Scale Lord. Okay, and then let's see, we need to do 9 plus 1 plus 4. So let's see if we can do this here. So there's 10. I think we got lethal. Okay, let's see if... Oh no, because it heals his health. Okay. So it's very silence and destroy all minions. That's not good at all. He just cleared our board. That is not good. That is very much not good. I'm gonna give him a wow for that one. So that card that he just played really messed us up because now we have to start all the way from the beginning. As you can tell here, we have a lot less cards to choose from. He is at 4. We were so close, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this.
Options.
It depends on what he has in his hands. I'm just going to fill the board as much as possible. We're going to go ahead and Scale Lord and Hero Power and end. That was a really... What are the numbers on your opponent's hands cards? So these are the... Oh, he silenced us again. These are the turns where he had gotten them. So you see he's had this card since the first turn, second turn, 5th turn, 7th, and 11th turn. So... Ooh, we got the Underlight Angling Rod. Okay, let's see if we can get a certain card. Come on. So yeah, the numbers represent the turns in which he drew them or acquired them. We're so close! So close!
The end begins.
Summon a random friendly minion that died this game. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha!
Greetings,
Taunt.
fellow humans.
Okay. Ooh, yes, guys, we won! We won! Okay, you see this card, it says concentration or consecration. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. All enemies include him, his face. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a well played and play my card. That was total luck of the draw. Total luck of the draw that we won that one on. Alright. That gives me a little bit more confidence. We won that one. Priest, man, and we ranked up. We are up at Silver 8. Woo! That was a close one. We were getting real low on our cards, too. I forgot that I had put a consecration in this deck. That literally saved us. That won the deck, that won it for us. So, that was awesome. Oh, gosh. Yep. Yeah, we did it. We did it. So, Yeah, that was just a matter of, and I made the right decision in the early game because I could have been clearing his board more, clearing his little minions, but I was deciding to hit his face because I know playing against those people, against the priests, you have to just, it's like just this constant game of whittling them down. If you don't whittle them down early, by the late game, they have so many card options and mana that it's hard to do. So we did it. So let's roll again. You guys are my good luck charms. I won against a priest. I never win against a priest. Come on, anything other than a priest. Come on. A shaman.
Versus
Okay.
Rusticon.
Shaman gameplay is kind of similar to me, actually, in this meta. They're very, lots of minions. Especially if it's a totem shaman. If it's a totem shaman, then we're going to be playing a similar game of trying to fill our board and rush. So, I'm going to keep Fishflinger, but I'm going to get rid of Topspin and Cold Light Seer. We're going first this time. Perfect. I like this hand. It's great. We don't have a one-cost lay. That's the only thing I don't like. But I've seen worse hands. He might be a Murloc Shaman. It might be Murloc v. Murloc. So let's lay our I can't even say Murgurgle. We'll lay him. Oh, I didn't even notice when he gets laid he says his name. Murgurgle.
From nothing, power.
So he's laying lackeys. He decided not to hit, which is smart. I think so. I'm gonna Fishflinger. See if I can get a one cost to go with my mana curve. And we did. Perfect. And we're gonna hit his face. I want to keep my Murlocs around. He's probably gonna get rid of these two. But he might hit my face too. We'll see. Yeah, he's hitting face. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we got our Underlight Angling Rod. We could also Felfin, which buffs our Murlocs. Let's see what we want to do. I think I'm going to play on...
Options.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play on the mana curve. Since we have 4 mana, this guy costs 4. I'm going to lay him. He's going to buff them up. We're going to get rid of him. And we're going to keep our board. And we're just going to hit. Keep hitting, hitting, hitting. So he does have more cards than me. He just played that card, which gives him 2 rush. He's going again. 1 damage to an MA character and freeze it, so I can't use him next turn. Let's go ahead and let's do the Underlight and get rid of him. Ooh, nice. Actually, no, we'll save him. I think we're going to buff this guy up even more just so we can hit him in the face harder. And draw another card.
Blood and plunder.
So that didn't do him any good. We are going to hit him in the face. And then we're going to lay this guy battle cry. If your hero attacked this turn, gain +1 attack and rush. This is going to turn him into a 4/2, which is going to be able to clear his board. And then we will lay... Let's get as many Murlocs out as we can. So let's play our 2 Murloc Scouts. This should give us a board of 4. And end our turn. So again, it's all about... Oh, that's not good. So, Battle Cry, invoke Galakron twice. So, you can see over here, this little dude's getting buffed up. When that dude gets buffed up, that's also not very good. Okay. So, he's basically cleared our board. I want to clear his board in return. So...
Should I...
I'm gonna play this guy. Get rid of him. I'm gonna play the clock spin. Turn this guy poisonous. So he's gonna be able to kill him. I'm gonna lay the Imprison. And I'm gonna lay the Cold Light Seer to buff them up. And I'm gonna end my turn. We are running out of cards. Let me see if I can get the chat to actually show me what I want to see.
Deloa, speak to me.
Oof. Big oops. Awesome. So we got the Horde Pillager. That's going to give us our thing back. I'm just going to keep hitting his face. We're going to hope for something that's going to buff our Murlocs. Yes, we got it. Hit. He's down to 1 health now. We're going to end. He's gonna have to lay a taunt, or else we've got it because we've got the weapon in our hand. So I think we've got this one as well. Oh, Easy! Hello, Easy! Nice to see ya. Just playing this card game and trying to kind of announce it so that maybe it can be more easily taught. Okay, let's... Oh, he froze us! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, let's see. Think we still got it. Yep. Just... This one little baby Murloc saved us, Henchclan Squire, you're amazing! Well played. We got it. I can't believe we won that one. I thought we... So you see how he, like, put this ring of ice around my character? And I said, well, we have it because we have the weapon. Well, he froze my character so I couldn't attack with it. But we had that one little Murloc that saved us. Alright, we're doing really well with this deck. I think we've only lost once today, so let's keep going.
Liadrin versus Sylvanas.
Victory for the Forsaken. My blade burns.
Just kind of trying to
holy
get this
fire.
chat thing working so I can see what you guys are saying a little bit better. Alright. So we're gonna ditch the Cold Light Seer and one Hand of Andal and keep these two and see if we can get some better synergy going. I like it. We got Mermy again! Mermy's our man today. So we're playing against a hunter this time. And hunters, they're like all about you know, minions and getting a bunch of minions on the board. So let's see, what does this guy do? Death Rattle, give a random beast in your hand +1/+1. So let's just lay the Mermy, see what he does with it. I was thinking about playing the coin to give us an extra mana crystal, and then playing Murder, but oh, he's gonna hit face. Okay, cheeky. Definitely gonna save concentration because that saved our booties last time. We're going to buff Mermy. We're gonna hit his face back. I'm not clearing this because it reads Death Rattle, so that means something happens when it dies. So it's gonna buff something in his hand when it dies. So I'm just gonna let him decide when he wants to kill it. Whenever a friendly beast dies, gain
A
plus.
mistake.
Ooh, yeah, it was. That was foolish, my friend. Foolish.
Nothing but a bunch of big birds.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, no, he's not going to have the mana to do it. So, he didn't want to play this guy yet. Because even if this thing dies, I'm still going to be able to clear this away. So, he just basically wasted this card. Yeah. I know, it was a mistake. So, we are going to clear... Let's lay the Imprisoned Sungill. We'll play the Hench. This guy, we'll get rid of that because that's a pain in the ass if it gets buffed. And then we'll end our... Yeah, he messed up big time. That was a really big misplay that he did, laying that card. Because he just basically let me kill it. And that card can get very powerful. Very unfortunate misplay on his part. So he laid this guy, which says after you use your hero power, cast a secret from your deck. We played with secrets once when we were playing against the rogue. So he has something in his hand he has something here that's going to happen if I do something. Which is always kind of a to play around. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out what it is. So we're going to give this guy poisonous. We're going to try to kill this guy. Secret. So he had snake traps. So that summoned a bunch of snakes. I'm cool with that. Cool with snake trap. Let's go ahead and let's coin out our true silver and hit his face and get rid of one of the snakes, and then end our turn. So he has a weapon there. He laid another secret. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give our Murlocs Divine Shield. Divine Shield means they can take a hit and not die. And then we're going to try to see... Yeah, well played. Yeah, I know. Because I bet you have this. Nope, you don't have that. Okay. So... what do you have then? Interesting. It's probably another snake trap then. Let's just go ahead and hit his face. And end our turn. So he's gaining more cards in his hand, which he needs. Another secret. Getting rid of some of our divine shields. So I'm going to try to see what he has again. So let's go ahead and throw the Imprisoned Sunkill out. Explosive trap. Okay. It's kind of what I figured. So that means, yeah, that's alright. And then... I think what we're going to do is we're going to lay the other Gurgle buff up and hit base.
Well played indeed.
Thank you. I think that we might have lethal unless he can clear the board. We have lethal. We have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our lethal.
Well played indeed.
There we go.
I have endured enough.
Another win. So yeah, just, and I'm also at a lower tier. Once you get higher up in the tiers, like once we get to gold, it's not going to be as easy to win with the Murloc deck. Most people in these lower ranks, their cards aren't as good. So you can just kind of like booty hole them enough to win. So, but we've made a lot of progress. We've ranked up 4 times so far. Let's roll again. Probably gonna stop at about 20 minutes because I'm thinking Bones is gonna stream, but also my husband will be home, and I want to try to get my computer set up to be able to stream Fallout 4 again. Whoa, Mechadiraxis! Oh my goodness!
My blade burns with holy fire.
Okay. We're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna keep this. Another Murloc Tide Color. Okay. So we're gonna lay this, the Murloc Tide Color, which buffs up the more I play Murloc, so we're gonna end. This heat does horrible things to my hair. Transfer student. Never seen that card before. Okay. We're gonna continue buffing. He's gonna be able to get rid of both of them. That stinks.
Probably.
So let's go ahead and lay our weapon.
Burn.
We will hit him in the face. And get rid of the fox. End our turn. Oh, this is a Zoo Warlock. I haven't seen a Zoo Warlock in forever, so Zoos play a lot of small minions quickly. Kind of like a Murloc deck, but more like random minions, not necessarily all Murlocs. So we're gonna... I'm tempted to hit this. I'm also tempted just to hit his face. I think we're going to hit his face. And then we're going to imprison Sungill, and that is the sound of my husband coming home. So this will be our last game for today, or at least for now. If Bones streams, then I'll be on his stream. If he doesn't stream, I might come back and do some more streaming. We shall see. Then we will lay the Murloc Tide Hunter and end our turn. Let's hope we go out with a win.
Home is where the wagon is.
I've never seen that transfer student card before, ever. Maybe it's just because I've never used it. Oh, this isn't good. Ooh, I don't like this. Yeah, I should have tried to hit that thing's face. So let's fish flinger. Let's just buff up the fish flinger.
Job's done.
End our turn. See what he does. I have a bad feeling about this.
Just a burden.
Useful things, eager to share.
Ooh, yeah, he's... Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no! This isn't good, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's hoard Pillager to get our weapon back. Right? We played a weapon this turn? Oh my god, I was like... That wasn't another game, was it? Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's just try to fill the board as much as possible. He's going to want to hit this, so whatever he hits it with is going to die. Oh, he has lethal. Derp. No! Everything was going so well. That was a quick game. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break for a little while at least. If Bone streams, I'll be on his stream. If he doesn't stream, I might be back on later tonight. I just want to... My husband just got home, so I want to show him some love. But thank you all for coming for this. This is kind of like... It was a test stream, too, just to see how it worked. Make sure I don't have lag issues or volume issues and stuff like that. So I want to thank you guys for coming. I'm going to try to stream more. Or I absolutely plan to stream more. It's just getting back into the flow of things, getting my setup right again. But yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming, guys. Barbarian, Easy, Slight, Leroy, thank you all for coming. And yeah, I might be back on later tonight. If phone streams, I'll be on that stream. And I'm gonna try to start to set up Fallout 4 again, so maybe I can do some of those streams as well. But I love you all. Peace. I'm gonna let the outro roll with a little bit of music, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye. Oh, get my camera centered. Bye.